Hi, thank you for joining me. Today we'll be making part 2 of the Easter project. It's a regular card, but when you can mail it because it stays flat, but you can actually make it into an easel card, and it looks like this. So after you mail it to your friend can have this. So this is what we will be making today. And in your kit, you'll receive a piece of cardstock, fold it in half, another piece of cardstock, same size as your card. You should have another long strip of designer series paper, and another one which we'll use to decorate the eggshell. We'll also have another little piece of cardstock, same color as your card, and a piece of whisper wide cardstock. We'll be right back with all of the tools you'll need to complete this project. Okay, so now we're back with all the tools you'll need to complete this project. You'll need scallop circle punch, you'll need 1 1/4 circle punch, you'll need 1 3/8 circle punch. For ink, you will need a Pretty in Pink Classic dye-based ink pad. This is to create a tone-on-tone for your card. And you will also need a Stampin jet black ink. For adhesive, you will need Stampin dimensional as well as snail adhesive. You will need, of course, the bone folder. Every time you make a card, you will want to use your bone folder. And we are using stamp set called A Good Egg. A Good Egg, it comes with 7 pieces. We will be using these 3. The egg, the chicken and the egg, the flower to use as a background, and then the green. When you receive your kit, in addition to all those pieces, you'll receive a mini calendar. So when you open up your card, you will have your calendar right here. So we'll get started and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to begin to assemble the card, but before we put it together, I want to stamp my card front with some background, and I'm taking Pretty in Pink ink pads to open it like this, and we take this flower, so you just ink it up very easy. To make this at home, you'll decide on the dimension of your card. You will obviously fold it in half first. Use your bone folder to crease the line. Okay. Next, in order to create this, you want to fold it in half. So basically, you take one side of your card and then you align to the center, and then you use your bone folder to create the crease line, and then you put adhesive. You put adhesive on them. This is where you will put your card front. So you just peel that off, and now you have your card front that you already stamped, the background. Now you want to make sure when you put it on, you close it and then you put it on, because sometimes what people will do is they have it open and then they put it on like this, so when you close it, it may not end up the way you want it. So the safest way is you close your card and now you put your card front on. Just align it, make sure you cover it perfectly, and this is how you will have your card front. Okay, next we are going to finish your card front. So we have this piece of designer series paper. You can pick either side, and I'm going to be picking the more colorful side. So this is my outside that I want to show. So you do this, and then you'll take your little calendar and you'll put it on like this. Okay, now we're gonna make this part, which is how it helps your card to stand up. Piece of Whisper White cardstock, your Stays On jet black ink, and we're going to use this cute chicken in the egg thing. Now this is plenty to do what you need to do, but make sure you stamp on the side, not in the center, okay? Because we also need to punch out a scallop circle. So just eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect because we don't need the entire chicken. We will be punching it out using a 1 1/4 circle punch. Now it depends on where you want your image to be, but again, always remember when you use your punch, you want to turn it around so you can see exactly where you punch. Once it's where you like it to be, then you can gently press it down. At this time, you still haven't punched the image yet. Okay, you're just holding the image, and then you can look at it, make sure it's where you want it, then you punch. Okay, so now you have your chicken in the eggshell. Now we're going to decorate the eggshell by stamping the chicken onto the designer series paper again. So just, randomly on the paper, and then quickly what you want to make sure it fits perfectly here, I'm going to put adhesive on my Whisper White cardstock with the chicken on it. You just put it where the eggshell is. Okay, and then you align your design series paper that you just stamped the eggshell. Okay, so you put it on like this. A little hard for you to kind of punch it because it's very small. So what you could do is you could put adhesive on the back of this piece of cardstock, just tiny bit to hold it together, and take this Whisper White cardstock you just used and just stick it on. So now you have something longer to hold on to. And then you just, again, 1 1/4 circle punch, and then you align it, making sure it's the same 1 1/4 circle you had earlier. And then when you punch out, your eggshell will be right where you want it to be. And this is a perfect 1 1/4 circle punch. The card we have, and we use the 1 3/8 quarter punch. You get a perfect 1 3/8. Use the scallop circle punch, and we're gonna just punch. So after you put your scallop circle with 2 layers, calendar up, then it'll look like this concludes our project for Easter. This was part 1 of our Easter project, and this is our part 2 Easel card for Easter.